All right, so my brother-in-law just showed up with his tree mech. We're going to get it set up here and take down a few of these limbs hanging over our trailers and whatnot. And I think we're having some issues with the saw head. He says it's stalling out way too much than it should. So I'm gonna look at it, but we're gonna get some limbs taken down. So we're gonna set y'all up out here and time lapse some video of this bad dude running. Get the outrigger set down. What's up, Chris?
You alright, bud?
You got 1 million people watching you right now.
Oh, good. That's a horrible day for me.
I wish. More like 50. It's about 50 people, that's about it.
Take all I can get.
So we got 4 outriggers on the side and then 1 straight out the back. Does the truck, like, how do you know it's level, or do you just?
It's got a little bead leveling on the side of the crane.
Oh, but it don't like tell you.
It's got to be level. No, it tells you once you start operating it if it's not doing right. It'll.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, if the rigger gets off the ground or anything the pressure ain't right.
What gives you the go ahead? You just get it close and then look at your remote.
Well, the guy told me that as long as that bubble is within that line on that circle, you see the line through the mirror right here. Yeah, it's got a mirror basically. He said as long as it's touching that line, you're fine. Which right here we're down a little bit, so I jacked up this side just a hair just to get it a little closer. Technically, he said to put some cribbing under this, jack this side up, get the truck level. Because the truck, you don't want to take too much weight off this because this is part of the stability of the crane. So you want to just barely lift up on the outriggers to get everything set. Plus, these are your braking axles. This is what's holding it still. So if these come off the ground, you don't have brakes. So you don't want that. You don't want that happening. You want to keep pressure on those. The way he trained us. Now we got unfolders. We'll process unfolder and hook her to the mechanical, and we'll cut some windows.
No. Just tell me if I get in the way.
I don't know enough about it yet.
You know, Rookie, he'll hit one of us and then say, "Oh, y'all need to move."
Joe's fault.
Yeah. Some cylinders.
Yeah.
This thing is at least 30 foot up in the air already. It's fast too.
Yeah.
same style foot neck. It's kind of what they got on the Avants and stuff like that.
Need something like that on that excavator, that saw head.
You can change them, yeah. And that way, if I tear this up, I come get yours.
Yeah, that's what I figured, yeah.
All right, let me get this pin off.
Amazing that one little pin.
Yeah.
Handle what it does.
All right, turn it down just so it's safe. Come back up. Nice and slow back in here.
So what I want to see how you hook this up. Now Joe here. I turned my back yesterday. He had it on there. The first day we used it, an hour and a half to get that thing on there. So the common denominator of that problem had to have been Joe.
It's easier if somebody's not yelling at me.
Yeah.
And I can see where the pin's going. Right now it's twisting a little bit clear to the boom, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the saw head this way. Just a smidge.
How you moving that? Got saw heads.
Yeah, that's why you hook the hydraulics up first. That's pretty close.
Yeah. It needs to come your way just a smidgen. Yeah. Just a smidgen.
Just to give y'all an idea of how big some of these limbs are. I don't think the video is going to do it justice. I mean, that's pretty decent sized limbs here coming off this tree. I'm impressed. don't know how much more he's going to chop down. Probably sit here and chop down the whole tree if I don't stop him. We'll get some more videos. Alright, I think that's all we're going to take down today. Pretty quick. Go, boy.
A lot easier than climbing up and cutting it.